product will run out of money because it's funded by Greenbelt. So it's the city of Greenbelt that's participating with us, but those funds will run out. Just like the Montgomery County will end up running out as well.
Welcome to Sold 100 TV.
Hello, welcome back to Sold 100 Real Estate TV. My name is Dr. Billy Okoye, your real estate doctor. Today we're going to discuss the home buying programs, the down payment assistance programs for folks who are looking to buy property. And today the state of Maryland generous enough to allow one of their top rep to join us in the studio to discuss all of this. But to help me as we understand the home buying process is going to be Martin Okoye, who happens to be our social broker in the office. You guys know already.
Something that you said, which a lot of people are very concerned about today, is rates.
Yeah.
So can you just give us a little bit of an idea of what the rates are looking like for these different products?
Yeah, so when you're doing the first time advantage no down payment, where you don't need any money from us, maybe you got enough seller help, maybe you did participate in money that was available through another program like a city or a county program. If you're coming to the state and you're not getting down payment, then there's no second lien and the rate is at 5.625. That's the lowest rate right now out on the street.
And what product is that again?
That's the first time advantage direct,
Okay.
where you're meeting the guidelines, but you don't need any money from us for down payment. The 3%, the 4%, the 5%, the 6%, they're ranging between 6.625 to 7%. And that's because you're getting down payment assistance to help you fill that gap, literally, so you don't have to bring any money at closing, and you don't have any interest on it. You don't have to make any payments on it, so it's like a silent lien, like you mentioned, but you do have to pay that back when you sell or refi. So those rates are a little bit higher because you're getting substantially amount of money to help you with down payment.
And do they have like any prepayment penalties?
No, so you're not required to stay in our products for any amount of time.
Okay.
So if you said, okay, Catherine, we went with your program and 8 months or 12 months later, the rates bless us and they go down, refinance out of us.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to pay off any liens associated with us, but you're not required to stay in the programs for any designated amount of time.
Okay.
So you're not locked in.
Oh, great.
That's powerful, yeah.
Powerful. Very great information.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about the smart buy. The smart buy, that's the questions that a ton of people are sending and hitting is high on the list. What is this smart buy? My understanding is the $50,000 towards your student loan, paying off your student loan. Can you?
Yeah, this actually gets me very excited because if I were to be a loan officer in this current market or an agent, I would be talking about the smart buy all day, every day.
Yes.
Okay.
Every day. It is the same guidelines: first-time home buyer, household income, assets, home buyer education. The DTI on the Maryland Smart Buy is a 50% DTI, and the credit score on the Maryland Smart Buy, it's higher. It's 720.
Okay.
Because we're helping you pay off your student loan debt. So we're figuring if you're well educated, you've got a pretty good credit score, right? So it's the same guidelines as all the other programs. It's not anything different but a higher credit score. The first mortgage, you have the option at getting no down payment at 6.625. Then you have a $6,000 down payment assistance that you could get. Then you have the 4% down payment assistance you could get, or 6% of down payment assistance you could get. So you've got the rate for the first mortgage, and then you get to pick a selection of which down payment you want or none.
Okay.
That is recorded as a second lien that you have to pay back when you sell or refi. Well, where all the magic happens is the student loan component. If you're talking to a client and you ask them, do you have any student loan debt? The student loan debt has to be in their name for their education. They can have somebody co-sign for them, but it has to be in their name for their education. So
Okay.
a Parent Plus doesn't work.
Okay.
Like I have a Parent Plus, it's in my name, but for my daughter's education. That doesn't apply. If the borrower has student loan debt in their name for their education, at least $1,000 a month you would ask, what's all your student loans? You're going to pull the credit. You'll see Sally Mae, Great Lakes, everything in one big pile. Well, let's say that he owes, I don't know, $40,000 in student loan debt. Okay? I'll give you 2 scenarios. You're going to take with the Smart Buy 15%, that's 1-5, it's 15% of the purchase price, up to a maximum of $50,000. And you will pay off that person's student loan debt, which in this case he only owed 40, so all of it's paid off. You put it in the form of an unsecured promissory note. There's no interest, there's no payments, it just sits there. And that you don't have to count any of the borrower's student loan debt when you're qualifying because we just paid it off, right?
Oh, wow.
So it's off the credit report, it's out of their DTI. That's usually something that hits them hard because usually student loan payments are so high. You just literally eliminated that.
Done.
Yep. Well, if you stay in the Maryland Smart Buy for 5 years, this is the only product we have a rule on time.
Okay.
5 years. If you stay in this product for 5 years, that unsecured promissory note that we just paid off, poof,
Oh my
Good.
goodness. Wow.
forgiven.
Wow.
Okay?
Wow.
All right? Now, yes, here's a catch. If you decided to sell or refinance before the 5 years, which I'll tell you, we haven't had anybody do it.
I wouldn't do it.
But if you did,
Yeah.
you do have to pay back the unsecured promissory note. It's deferred 20% each year. So even if you stayed in for 3 years, you'd have to pay back 20% for the 4th year, 20% for the 5th year. It's an amazing product.
So either way, you're saving something, even
Yes.
if you decide to sell in the 4th year.
Now, let me share something with you. Let's say you're talking to your client and he says, or he or she says, I owe $70,000 student loan debt.
Okay.
Here's the deal. If you take 15% of the purchase price up to the max of $50,000, whichever's less, that's not going to pay off all their debt.
Exactly.
Okay, so you have to educate that borrower.
Correct.
Listen, the state will pay off 15% of the purchase price up to $50,000, but if you owe 70, 80, 90, I mean, we've had borrowers have $100,000 of student loan debt. You got to come to closing and either show me proof that you paid off the excess, or when you walk away from the closing table, it all has to be paid off. So you could get a gift. You could go take money out of your 401 or retirement. You could do both. You could even go to the bank, go get a personal loan,
That's what I was going to say.
and
Can
then
they use
count
a
that
personal loan?
monthly payment in your DTI, but that's going to be a heck of a lot less than a student loan payment, right? So borrowers have ways to finagle so that they can actually utilize the program. But when you walk away from the closing table, your borrowers cannot have any student loan debt remaining.
Okay.
And it's for a property anywhere in the state of Maryland.
Wow.
That's amazing.
It's amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, guys,
Bye.
so you go do the thing. You know the number on the screen. Go ahead, and we'll see you guys on the next show.